This is also the continuation of that meeting. Stay tuned, don't go anywhere. Keep following it and see the end.
Thank you, Kyle. Thank you, Equipping the Persecuted, Truth Nigeria. Thank you, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Frank Uto. I'm a lawyer, I'm a policy advocate, a peace advocate. I'm a politician in Nigeria. I served as the Principal Special Assistant PSA to the Governor of Benue State between 2020 and 2023. So I've been involved in government. I come from the epicenter of the genocide of Christians in Nigeria because I'm one of the biggest victims. My tribe is called the Tiv ethnic group from Benue State. We are the biggest ethnic group of the Christian faith in the middle belt of Nigeria and in the entire northern part of Nigeria. We are the fourth biggest monolithic ethnic group in Nigeria, the Tiv race of Benue State. And this is our traditional color, the zebra color, and it is called Ange. It is spelled exactly the way you spelled anger. That is the mood of our people right now, anger. And when you put D before the anger, it becomes danger. That is exactly what we're facing. We're facing existential threat in the hands of Fulani ethnic militia who have committed themselves to wipe our people off the face of the earth. They've started this journey in 1804 when they staged the jihad of Odman Danfodio. And in their quest to progress southward of Nigeria, our people, the Tiv ethnic group, stopped their progression. So they want to continue from where Odman Danfodio stopped, because their mission is to dip the Quran in the Atlantic Ocean. And of course, you know, by the time they conquer Nigeria, United States stands at risk because they'll be in charge of the coastal region of Nigeria, the oil of Nigeria, and across the Atlantic stands the United States. So the ethnic group that stands before these guys and the United States is the Tiv ethnic group principally, and the ethnic groups, the Christian ethnic groups in the middle belt of Nigeria, in the states of Benue, the states of Plateau, the states of Nasarawa, Southern Kaduna, Taraba, and the Christian minorities in Zamfara, in Katsina, in Sokoto, in Niger State. So today you'll be hearing directly from a witness, from a survivor, and of course it hurts me very deeply. It is heart-wrenching when this story, when I hear Americans begin to give two different sides to our story. Our story has just one side: genocide. Genocide. Our story has just one side. And let me give you, I'll be speaking for the next 3 minutes, and let me give you a graphic example. On September 11, 2001, the 911 attack, 4 planes were hijacked. United Airlines and American Airlines, and rammed into the towers. The people who hijacked, the 19 guys who hijacked this aircraft were Arab Muslims of the Al-Qaeda group. But when they rammed these planes into these buildings, amongst their victims were also Arabs in those buildings, in the Twin Towers. Were also Arabs. But does it mean that it was a clash between American and Arabs? No, it was a direct attack on Americans. Some Arabs may be collateral damage. That was what happened on 911. And so today, if you hear that Muslims are also being killed in Nigeria, they are just collateral damage. And some are killed because of their sect. The epicenter of the genocide in Nigeria is in the Middle Belt, where the Fulanis have been ravaging, destroying our lands and occupying our lands. My village of Yerota was attacked on the night of June 13th, where 278 of my relatives were killed. Among these are my nephews, my nieces, my siblings, my uncles, my aunties. When Ralimo went to Nigeria and met the woman whose husband was killed and 5 of her children, that's my cousin. That's my cousin. So these are not just numbers. These are not just disposables or expendables. These are family relatives. For every number you heard in Nigeria, these are my cousins, these are my siblings. As I talk to you right now, my father's youngest son, my youngest sibling is just 3 years old. He's in the IDP camp. And this morning, he was fed with just a pack of noodles. They were given a pack of noodles, 4 of them, to share a single pack of noodles. 4 people. A single pack of noodles. My direct sibling, youngest sibling, he's 3 years old. My father's 2 wives are in the IDP camp because my father was polygamous. I have 13 siblings. They are all in the IDP camp. My father was acting in loco parentis to the children of his dead siblings. So he was a father to about 42 other kids. They are all in the IDP camp. My father was the village head of Yerwata, the village which was the epicenter of the June attack, the highest, the worst attack in the history of the world in 2025, where 278 people were killed in a single night. It never happened anywhere in the world. It happened in my village, my community, my own relatives. So I am the final authority in exactly what is happening, not the Nigerian government. We do not believe they will tell any other side than the side they've been saying, because many of them are the enablers of what is happening. And now today, instead of the Nigerian government to focus on solving this issue, they are spending millions of dollars of unbudgeted funds, taxpayers' money, for optics to the lobbyists. That is exactly what is happening. That money could have solved the issue. The $9 million could have solved the issue of what's on ground and returned our people. As they continue to launder their image, our people are still in the IDP camp with no plan for them to go back home to their ancestral lands. Their ancestral lands are right now in the hands of the Fulanis. Finally, as I conclude, this same morning of today in Nigeria, 2 of my kinsmen from a neighboring community called Daudu, 2 of them, taken the Ashwa, 46 years old, and Aledi, 44 years old, were arraigned in the Federal High Court, Abuja, today for terror. Yeah, because even the mic is angry. That's the truth. Even the mic is angry. So today they were arraigned for terrorism at the Federal High Court, Abuja. What is their offense? Because in self-defense, they killed 12 cattle of the Fulanis that were ravaging their farmlands. And so they were arraigned for terrorism today under the Terrorism Act 2022 of Nigeria at the Federal High Court in Abuja. And who is the prosecutor? A certain Fulani man called M.B. Abubakar. Who is the only witness in this whole case? A certain Fulani man called Fahad. That is exactly what is happening to us. Our kinsmen today were arraigned in Abuja for killing 12 cattle, and they were arraigned for terrorism. But the Fulanis who have come, who have killed hundreds of my kinsmen in June, who are killing every day thousands of our relatives, no one has been arrested and no one has been arraigned. I finally conclude by saying you are the conscience of the free world. The might of America is not in our armed forces. It's not just in the military or its wealth, but it's in its moral authority. Can you use your moral authority to defend us, please? Thank you, and may God bless you all.
Thank you.